Welcome to today's Explainer. I'm your host and kind of like your virtual tech brother for today's session. We've got a really empowering, beginner-friendly tutorial lined up for you. We're going to explore exactly how you can start mobile coding right now, building real skills and projects using just the phone in your pocket. No expensive gear, no heavy setup, just you and your ideas. So let's dive straight into this massive misconception that stops so many beginners dead in their tracks. The idea that you can't start learning to code without a computer. People just assume you need a high-powered machine with dual monitors to write a single line of code. Well, today, we are going to completely shatter that myth. Picture this. On one hand, you have an expensive laptop setup. You might be looking at dropping, say, $21,000 on heavy hardware just to get your foot in the door. On the other hand, you have a completely free mobile phone setup using a platform called Replit. You absolutely do not need to empty your bank account. Your current smartphone can completely get the job done and run the programs you need to kick off your development journey. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. Coding without a laptop. 2. Meet your mobile workspace. 3. The web developer workflow. And finally, 4. Your mobile coding journey. Let's get right into it. Section 1. Coding without a laptop. The core philosophy here is beautifully simple. Turn your ideas into reality from the palm of your hand. Because coding, at its heart, is fundamentally about problem solving. It's not about the size of your screen or the mechanical click of a pricey keyboard. If you can type out a text message, you can write syntax. Your phone is literally just the canvas. Your mind is doing all the heavy lifting.
Moving on to Section 2. Meet your mobile workspace.
Okay, so how do you actually access this workspace? Well, you don't need to download gigabytes of clunky software. You just navigate to replit.com on your mobile browser, sign up for free, and boom, you immediately have a workspace right in your pocket. Mobile coding on Replit provides this exact mobile preview formatting, meaning you write the code and see exactly how it runs instantly. It is a real game changer. And listen, you aren't limited to just basic tasks or toy languages here. This platform supports a massive ecosystem of heavy-hitting programming languages. Right from your phone, you can start learning Python, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But it doesn't stop there. You've also got access to Node, C and C++, C#, Bash, Go, and Ruby. Whether you want to dive into backend scripting with Python or build out sleek web apps, your device handles the execution seamlessly through the cloud. To put this platform's scale into perspective, just look at this number, 40 million. That is absolute proof that this system works. There are 40 million creators already on the Replit platform, turning their ideas into actual projects. This isn't some niche, hacky workaround. We're talking about a thriving, massive community of developers choosing to build the future straight from their mobile devices. All right, Section 3, the web developer workflow. We're going to look at what I call the holy trinity of web files that you'll create right in your mobile workspace. It's a super clean, outcome-oriented method. Step 1 is your index.html for structure. Step 2 is style.css for design. And step 3 is script.js for your interactive functions. By keeping these elements separated, you're learning the exact same professional workflow that developers use on high-end machines. Let's break those down a bit. Your index.html is the very first file you'll interact with. Think of this as the skeleton of your project. It builds the core user interface. So, for example, if you wanted to display a simple welcome to prototype message on your screen, you just write that text inside an h1 tag in this HTML file. It's the foundation of what the user actually reads and sees. Now, once your raw structure is there, honestly, it's going to look a bit plain. That's where you jump into your style.css file. You link this directly to your HTML to add colors, formatting, margins, and beautiful layouts. And because of the mobile environment we talked about earlier, as soon as you type out your CSS, you instantly see the visual results update right there on your screen. It is incredibly satisfying. Finally, for interactivity, you have your script.js file. This handles the complex logic and JavaScript functions, basically the real brains of your application. And even on a mobile phone where screen real estate is pretty limited, it's absolutely crucial to keep this in a separate file. Managing your JavaScript in its own dedicated space ensures your workspace stays organized, clean, and highly efficient. Which brings us to our final section, your mobile coding journey. So what is the absolute secret to actually making this work? Consistency. You really only need to dedicate just 30 minutes a day on your mobile device to practice this HTML, CSS, and JavaScript stack. You do not need to block out 5 hours, and as we've established, you definitely don't need a laptop. Just grab half an hour during your commute or on your lunch break. If you consistently put in that focused 30 minutes, you will see rapid, undeniable progress, for sure. I love this quote, straight from our source material today. Until you get the best laptop, your mobile is all you need. Signing off, the Tech Brother. I mean, that really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? A lack of hardware is no longer a valid excuse to delay your coding journey. Your phone is your gateway right now. Start building your skills today with what you literally have in your pocket, and the fancy advanced gear can come later. So, I'm going to leave you with this final provocative thought. If you have the power to write Python, structure web pages, and literally build the future right from the palm of your hand, what is holding you back? Pull out your phone, open your mobile browser, navigate to a free coding workspace, and write your first line of code today. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.